Hello and welcome to day 9 of this thing. 9? Who's driving? It's a cheap joke. It's not a good joke. I thought, should I do it? Should I not? And then I did it, and I'm not proud. Anyway. My hands. I was thinking about this the other day. I think about this randomly every time I look at them. Right, so from this side, hands, pretty normal, pretty average. They're hands. What are you gonna do? From this side, they start looking a little goofy. Like this pinky, that's not straight. It's kind of a weird shape. And then this finger, I don't even know what it's doing. It's kind of like heading that direction. It's like, I could not be a hand model. Just keep these hidden. Hands to yourself, Tim. Nobody wants to see those, which is good policy anyway. Keep your hands to yourself. So I guess that's a life lesson there. They're bringing American Idol back, guys. ABC is bringing American Idol back. I've been seeing rumors about that for a while. People are like, oh, someone's gonna bring American Idol back, and I'm like, okay, well, if you're going to, you need to make some changes. Now, please understand that this is not me complaining about American Idol, right? This is just me from the outside, having watched the show before I was on it, and then having gone through the process, and then having spent the last 8 years now just involved and around the music business and seeing what happens. God, I'm sorry. Seeing what happens to people who've been on shows like that. And I think one of the issues that you run into with shows like that is that if you aren't creating at least fairly successful artists on a regular basis, then what's the point, right? Like, what's really the point? And so one of the issues that I think American Idol will run into again if they do not address this is they need to do something better with the contestants while they're on the show and after they get off the show, to help promote them as artists. The tour doesn't cut it. The tour itself, the tour was great. Again, this is just from the outside. If they really want to do something different, unique, the tour is just however long karaoke trip. It's you singing a bunch of other people's songs, except for maybe like the winner. He or she will sing a couple originals, maybe. The people that the label signed and they're trying to promote a single. Maybe they'll do an original song. But that's not what it's about. It's about making a bit more money off of all of the contestants. It's not really about promoting any of their individual careers going forward. And that is not a good recipe going forward as far as creating successful or helping launch successful careers. What I think, and this is just me personally, what I think American Idol needs to do in order to be different is really invest while people are on the show in introducing original songs, trying to make that part of the show. And some of the contestants might not be songwriters. That's fine. I need coffee. It's fine if they can't write their own songs. There are an incredible amount of amazingly talented writers in Hollywood, in Nashville, in New York City, and like all over the country, all over the world. You can find songs. That's not a problem. The problem is the willingness to promote those songs and the willingness to do that, to take that chance. And that is something that if they were to do that, I think would differentiate it from some of the other shows. The issue, I hope they don't go about it the way that The Voice has. Now, The Voice is a great show, don't get me wrong. As a TV show, The Voice is very entertaining. Again, it's not me going after The Voice. But having said that, The Voice is all about the judges. It's not about the contestants, really. It's not about the people who are on it. It's about whose team won. Did Team Blake win this year? Did Team Adam? It's about Adam and their rivalry, their bromance / rivalry. It's about, Gwen and Blake and all the rest of the situation with the judges. That's the whole that's really what the show's about. And it's about who they get on their team to help them win each year. You don't remember necessarily who. I couldn't tell you who's won The Voice ever. I've watched it a bit. I don't follow it religiously, but I have no idea who's won The Voice ever. Not a clue. And it's because, as far as I know, it hasn't launched these massive #1 hits and these artists that are just taking over, right? And obviously every single season can't do that, but I haven't seen the Carrie Underwood from The Voice, really. I haven't seen the Kelly Clarkson from The Voice. I haven't seen that, and I think it's because, like I said, it's really about the judges, which makes for a really entertaining TV show. So don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on the show. It is a really entertaining show, but it's not really about the contestants as much as it could be. And so that's what I'm hoping American Idol does differently. I hope that they take the chance of saying, you know what, let's try to introduce some original music. Make this a place where we go and find songwriters and say, hey, let's write songs. Let's bring in these songwriters and have our contestants pick original songs that these other songwriters have written, or bring in their own music and let that be a part of the show, and launch those songs and launch that music. And then after they get off the show, you're actually giving these contestants a real starting point, a real jumping off point to do something, which only helps the show, because then the show can say, look at all the people we launched that have actually gone off and done this and this and this, and it's been hugely successful and all that. So just some thoughts on American Idol returning. It's cool. It's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of people. It's going to be a great experience for a lot of people who get to go through it. Hopefully, I hope it does well. I hope it gets millions and millions of views, and that people who are on the show have the opportunity to go and launch careers and to go do something in music and pursue their passion. I truly, truly do hope that. I also wanted to share some of the things that I hope that they do a little differently, that I think would only help the show and the contestants and really make it a different, a different approach. Something a little different that I think people would really enjoy. So those are some thoughts. American Idol's coming back. It's day 9. See you guys tomorrow on day 10. Maybe I won't show you these weird looking